Props here on PrizePicks for Tuesday, February 14th. Before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you can use promo code TUFF to sign up. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit. There is a Discord link in the description where the main server is completely free. We do also have that Patreon link in the description where I do post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play. I do also need to mention, you guys, I'm not a gambling expert, and this is not financial advice. It's simply just the plays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions here. Again, let me know in the comments below at the end of the video how you feel about these plays, and also remember that no one is submitting or no one's pressing submit on these parlays except for yourselves, you guys. So again, let's get into it, you guys. We got Taco Tuesday on PrizePicks. I do like the Pascal Siakam over 32.5 PRA as the taco here. I'm going to be playing it as the over. He's got a great hit rate against Orlando. Orlando kind of middle of the pack as far as points, rebounds, and assists to his position, but possibly no Gary Trent and possibly no Precious Achiuwa tonight at home. I do like the taco here for Pascal Siakam. Overall, not the greatest slate today, in my opinion, you guys. Only 5 games on the slate, and we do have some crazy injuries here. Boston looking like they're going to be without Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, and possibly Al Horford, so not really looking to target this game too much. As well as Golden State could be without Klay Thompson, already without Stephen Curry on the road against the Clippers. Just overall, not the greatest slate in my opinion, guys, so definitely betting lighter today. But let's get into you guys. I got 2 plays here that I like. Let's go. The first one I'm targeting is going to be Devin Booker over 8.5 rebounds plus assists. Now, Devin Booker, well, first of all, this game, it should be pretty close. Phoenix at home, 234.5 over under with a 2.5 point spread. Devin Booker, though, in 2 games since coming back from that injury, has had 10 RA and 9 RA, so hit the over on both of these games. 4 rebounds, 5 assists last game against Indiana. 4 rebounds, 6 assists against Brooklyn. Both of these games, though, he hit the over on this in only 26 minutes. He hasn't played now in 3 full days. I expect his minutes workload to kind of increase here. We're taking a look here. Projected minutes, 32 minutes tonight. He's only played 26 over his last 2. I expect it to be around 30 minutes tonight. But over these last 2 games, Devin Booker, 6.5 rebounding chances on converting 4 rebounds, and then also 9 potential assists converting 5.5. So we're looking at 9.5 RA averages over his last 2 games in minimal minutes, only 26. Only need 9 tonight here from him. Some pretty good odds here as well. Minus 135 on Caesars to get the over of 8.5. If we take a look at his hit line over his last 15 games that he's played, it's gone over 9 of the last 15 games. If we take a look at Devin Booker's RA game log this season versus the Kings, he faced the Kings earlier this season, obviously back, I believe, in November, and had 12 R plus A in that matchup. Obviously, in 41 minutes, he's not going to see 41 minutes tonight, but it just goes to show you the kind of matchup. The Kings play an extremely fast pace, definitely an extreme pace up matchup here for Devin Booker in this entire Suns team. And then also his hit rate when he plays at home, obviously teams shoot better at home, converting on some of those assists a little bit higher, but pretty high hit rate here at home. I think this is over his last 17 games, I believe. So he's hit the over on this in 14 of his last 17 home games as well. So a great matchup for Devin Booker, a great hit rate at home. Seeing 26 minutes over his last 2 is hitting both of those games. Some shooting guards recently against the Sacramento Kings. We saw Buddy Hield, Anthony Edwards both have 13 and 16. Tim Hardaway have 12. Josh Green and Josh Richardson both had, Tim Hardaway and Josh Green both had 11 and 12 RA against the Kings in the same game. Josh Richardson had 11 in 29 minutes. We saw Tim Hardaway in 16 minutes have 9 RA against the Sacramento Kings. Eric Gordon here as well, 31 minutes, had 8 RA. I love the spot here for Devin Booker. I think he plays 30 plus minutes tonight in what should be a close matchup. First play is Devin Booker over 8.5 RA. The second play is going to be another RA prop. It's going to be Damian Lillard. I'm targeting his under 13.5 rebounds plus assists here against the Washington Wizards at home. So this is the second night of a back-to-back. This game should be pretty close, I believe, as well. Depends, Kyle Kuzma's questionable, but 3.5 point spread, 236 over under, the highest on the day. But I'm just fading Damian Lillard's here RA in this matchup. If we take a look at this, he's under this line here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of his last 8 of his last 11 games. He's hit the under on this of 13.5 RA. Now, if we take a look at this matchup, more specifically against the Washington Wizards, over the last 15 games, the Wizards allowing the least amount of assists to point guards at only 5.6 assists to the point guard position. The least amount of assists to point guards. Rebounds kind of middle of the pack, or I guess rebounds kind of on the upper echelon. Maybe what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th most rebounds over the last 15 to the point guard position. But Damian, he's not getting a ton of rebounds in general. I love the odds here as well. So if we take a look at the odds, his odds for his rebounds and assists to go under, we're looking at minus 130 on Party Casino, minus 125 on DraftKings, but in each category separately, he's minus 163 to go over under Sorry, minus 163 to go under 8.5 assists. Also minus under 8.5, minus 155 on Party Casino to go under 8.5 assists. And then his rebounds as well to go under 5.5. He's at minus 157, under 5.5 on DraftKings, minus 150. So great odds on both those categories to go under kind of what the combination of these two plays is. Tough matchup here for Damian Lillard. Obviously, second night of a back-to-back. We take a look at point guards recently. RA against the Washington Wizards. We saw, only 2 over the last 15 games to get the over on this. Curry, Dinwiddie, Lillard recently just played Washington in Washington and had 9 RA in that matchup. Cole Anthony, Jalen Brunson. I mean, we see guys that consistently get double-digit RA as point guards all kind of go under. LaMelo Ball only had 10 RA against Washington, who, he's an RA machine. So I love the odds here for Damian Lillard under 13.5 RA. So these are the 2 plays here. YouTube, Tuesday, February 14th. Again, you don't have to stack these in a 2-man power. These are just 2 plays I'm giving you guys here, these 2 as reference. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these 2 plays. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.